And then see, boom, super natural, super natural. I call this Snatural, Snatural. Hey guys, welcome in and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are completely new, hello, I'm sincerely Niko. In today's video, we're going to be doing this everyday soft glam makeup look that I have on right now. It is going viral yet again, but it is just a simple makeup look that you guys can be able to achieve with a few products. I'm going to show you guys how I break down to achieve this look and just get that every day. I am going to a red carpet. I don't want to do too much with the face, but I want to be high glam and effortless and stunning and looking like a Linda Evangelista, looking like a model. If you guys are interested in this type of video, then definitely keep on watching. But before we get into it, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Join me here on YouTube. Be a part of the EXO squad where we get lit on this side of YouTube. And shout out to Lash for partnering me with this video. I'm going to be showing you guys some products from their line that you guys can go and pick up at your local Sephora. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this video.
You used to call me on mine. You used to. Yeah.
So I went ahead and did some of my prep products off of camera, and I'm going to do a little bit some of that on camera for you guys so you guys can see what I like to do to get that achievable look that you saw in the beginning. So the first thing I like to do is I like to use something to help me slow down the ingrown hairs that I get on my face. As you guys can see, my skin is kind of clearing up a little bit in my jawline area. Is because I've been using the topicals. This is the Ingrown Tonic roller. The Ingrown Tonic roller. This is the topical Ingrown Tonic roller. I have been obsessed with this because this has been stopping the ingrown or the after shaving situation. So after I shave, I give it a good shake to make sure everything is ready to go. And I just simply just roll this on my jawline. You can use this in your bikini area or any areas you shave, like in your armpits, on your chest. This tonic just pretty much helps exfoliate a little bit more deeper. Also prevents the skin from creating any ingrowns. And I just take this all right here and all the way up here where I get my hair cut. And then I just work her right on in to the skin. Again, this might not be designed for face, but I use it on my face. So you don't have to do everything that I do. Just take everything with a little bit of grain of salt, of course. So I do that, work her in. Work her in up here in the temple area. And boom. We are now ready to move into the next part of the makeup, which is moisturizing and priming. So I like to moisturize with a gel-based moisturizer. I'm going to be using the Clinique. This is the Moisture Surge Gel Supercharged Concentrated Hydrating Gel. I'll take a couple of pumps of that and work her in. Just so the skin is so hydrated. As you guys can see, I'm looking shiny. Next will be my eye cream. I'm going to take the Ulla Henderson Banana Brightening Eye Cream, and I'm going to do a couple of dollops, a dollop of daisy under my eye. That's enough of both, so I'm just going to transfer a little bit over. Going to work it in. So for my lips, I'm going to be using the Grande Lips Hydrating Lip Plumper. This lip plumper is super amazing. It hydrates the lips. It gets the lips right to where they need to be. It does have a little bit of a tingling benefit, but it does also, if constantly used, you will see great results from the brand. So I'm just going to apply to my upper lip only and then work whatever's left on the applicator on my lower. And that's how I kind of control how much I use on my lips. And then for primer, I'm going to be using the Urban Decay. This is the All Nighter Longwear Foundation Primer. This is a really good, slightly mattifying primer. It's not a super grip, but you can use this with any type of foundation and it's still going to come out beautiful. I want to just make sure makeup wear super long. So I'm just going to take that, apply it in my T-zone, and kind of press and work it in as such. Now we're ready to go. I'm going to take one eyeshadow out of the new Prism palette from Manny MUA Luna Beauty, and that is the shade Tease. This is like a nice yellow shade to pop on my lid just for a little bit of brightness. You don't have to do this step, but I like to do it just to kind of like show that there is just a little bit of something on the eye. And I'm just going to simply tap this from inner corner on up just to show some type of highlight on the eye. Again, keeping it simple. I'm going to grab a little bit of I'm Shy, which is this like peachy yellow tone, and just pop a little bit right here on this inner corner just for some extra brightness. And I'll probably reinforce this later just to make sure that nothing gets muddy or lost in translation. All right, so let's go ahead and move on into foundations. So I have been loving these two foundations lately for my everyday use. Also, I've been using some tinted moisturizers from Rare Beauty. Those are also super good as well too. But these two foundations have been in rotations for me off the scene. And that is the House Lab. This is the Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. I'm wearing the shade 520 if you're interested. Or the Dior Face and Body Foundation, Backstage Face and Body Foundation. I have the shade 6N. So I kind of been mixing them together, and that's what I'm going to do today. So I'm going to take that same palette that has my concealers and everything on it. I'm going to do a pump and a half of the Triclone Foundation from House Lab and a little droplet, 3 droplets of the Dior Face and Body. Gonna mix the two, swatch it through, and pat it on out. As y'all can see, that literally is just like looking like second skin, and that wasn't even a lot of product. Y'all know my OGs. If you're an OG, you knew I used to like cake it on back in the day. Now, that's probably about as much you could probably get out of it on me, because this literally looks like skin, like I have no makeup on. I look like I could stop here and call it a day, but I'm gonna jazz it up a little bit. Then I'm going to take the Beautiful Skin Concealer in shade 15, and I'm going to highlight here and here for my face shape, because I love to accentuate my nose. So that's why I take it down the exact side of my nose and feather it underneath so I can have a blend point. And then right under my lower lash line, I take it up and I kind of do a triangle just to show that that is going to be the area that I'm going to lift. I'm also going to take some in the center and lift there. And then I'm literally just going to take the spatula and drag down the center. And that is all the areas I'm going to do my highlighting. I'm going to grab just a little bit of 17, the little darker shade, and I'm just going to place it right there under the eye just to kind of give a blend point back to my skin tone. And then I'm going to go and wet a clean beauty blender, because all I have the dirty beauty blenders right here. I'm going to go ahead and wet a clean beauty blender, and I'm going to come back and blend this out with you guys. So give me just a second. All right, let's blend this out. And then see, boom, super natural, super Snatural. I call this Snatural. Snatural. I am going to kick this up a notch because it's only right for you guys to kick it up a notch. I'm going to take the Sephora Best Skin Ever Concealer in shade 31. I'm going to take the Best Skin Ever Concealer in shade 31Y. And I'm just going to put a little bit where I want more brightness that 15 didn't give me. I'm just going to kind of blend that in that area for a really high highlight. Again, this step is optional. You don't necessarily have to do this, but I like to do it. And I'm pretty sure if you're following me, you kind of like to do this as well too. So that gives me like that extra little brightness underneath the eye and a little bit of that little twinkle in the inner corner. Again, blending this out just simply right here in the center of the forehead. As such, just to kind of bring a little bit more light to the center of the face. And then I'm blending this down the bridge of my nose to connect, keeping that brightening shade right where it needs to be. I want a little bit more. I just want a little bit more, just right there. And I'm gonna let this sit for a little bit while I go and contour the face. So for my contour, I'm gonna be using the Anastasia Cream Bronzer. I'm gonna be using the shade Cool Brown, and I also have Chestnut as well too, if I need to kind of have a blending point. Everything needs to come to a blending point when it comes down to makeup. You wanna make sure everything is blended completely out and not just kind of sitting on your face with nowhere to go, if you catch my drift. So I'm trying to find my favorite brush to do this with. Here we go. I'm gonna be using the Sephora number 98 brush, and then I'm just going to just fluffily apply this to chisel out my cheeks and define them. And I like a high contour, as y'all can see. And I'm gonna stop there with this, and then I'm gonna take Chestnut and I'm gonna blend that out. Back to being seamless, take my beauty sponge, blend the line of demarcation first, and then the contour second, and just carry what's left around the perimeter to sculpt the forehead and get like a natural sun-kissed moment. I'm gonna blend this out. And boom, we're now ready to kind of set the face a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and set the face. I'm gonna be using the One Size setting powder. I'm gonna be mixing the shades Dark Deep and also Translucent Original. I like to mix them because Dark Deep is going to definitely keep it close to my skin tone, but it is going to kind of take away the brightness if I put it underneath the eye. So I literally take the lightest amount, that's about it, and then I mix in the original, and I put majority of it in here. As y'all can see, I have more original than the Dark Deep. Give it a little mix-a-roux so the colors can mix in together. Check to see what the color is. I want it to be a little more brighter, so I'm gonna add more of the original, shaking it up. That's much better. I'm gonna go ahead and start setting my under eye. I like to start by the nose and then work my way up and over. And the reason why I do this is because this just makes it look universal. Like I can set my whole entire face with this and it's not going to take my contour areas and make them look crazy. It's not going to take my foundation and make it look crazy. I can literally just set my whole face with it because again, that dark deep just makes it closer to my skin tone. But the original brightens. So I'm going to take a little bit and kind of bake the side of my nose and the lifted, elevated area where I put that triangle, just to kind of snatch up the face a little bit more. Some of the forehead, on the bridge of the nose, and under my cream contour. This is just going to kind of reinforce and make sure that everything is lifted. While that is happening and I'm baking, I'm going to go and bronze and contour up the face. So I'm going to go back into that Color Rain bronzer. I'm going to be using the Sephora number 92 brush. I think this brush is discontinued or they just changed it around. But I love this brush to kind of contour because it's literally a swiping motion and boom, the face is chiseled. I'm not using Cocoa Goddess. That's a little bit too dark for me right now because I'm not getting a lot of sun. But I am going to grab the Morphe. This is the Glamazon bronzer in the shade Leader. I'm going to grab like an angled blush brush. This is from Color Rain, their angled blush brush. And I'm just going to kind of like buff out that Mocha Goddess shade. Just so it don't look so harsh, but it still has warmth and depth. Then I'm going to take my Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Flawless, the Airbrush Flawless Finish. I'm going to take that and I'm going to use that to knock off the highlighted areas. And I'm going from looking crazy to looking snatched. Ooh, I look good. So do. Alright, so for blush, I'm going to go in with my favorite blush. This is from Mentor Cosmetics. This is in the shade Clay Too Much. One of my personal favorites. I'm going to take this Morphe 554 M554 brush. And I'm just going to simply just tap this onto the cheeks. Kind of go a little crazy, a little wild with it. Because it just gives me a nice like warmth, flesh to my cheeks, to my face. Really going ham in the back portion of my cheek, not so much on the apples because I still want the face to be fresh and open and bright, but I want the color to be like really like right here on the outer portion of my eye to my temple area where the contour bronzer kind of like scoops up to, taking it up there as such. I know it says don't bring it in too much, but I kind of like a little bit under the eye just so that it literally shows that my face is bright. And I'm a blushaholic. You cannot stop me from blushing, putting on too much blush. I like blush. I like blush. We're pretty much almost at that point of completion. I'm going to go ahead and do a liner, just a simple basic liner. Going in with the Grande liner. This is the liquid eyeliner lash enhancing serum with lash enhancing serum. I'm just going to do just a simple baseline, nothing too extravagant. Grab a mirror so I can see up close because I am going to put on some falsies. And I just love how like thin, I love how thin this liner is. It's a really precise liner. Again, keeping this makeup look super simple, super duper simple. And then for mascara, going to be using the Grande Drama. I know. Like I said, this video is in partnership with Grande Lash. I've used their products before all of this, so why not just use them in a video with you guys. This is a new one, and this is their Instant Thickening Mascara. So you're going to see volume right off of the first coat. And one thing I do love about Grande Lash products is that they always have some type of benefit built into it. This has some lash peptides to, again, strengthen your lash and condition them, fortify them, just like your brows. And then part of me wish I didn't put on liner first. I wish I put liner on after so you guys can see the dramatic difference. But you can really see how, like, I don't look like I have any lashes even with liner here, and then you can kind of see the lashes form with the thickening mascara. Super, super good. This mascara is super, super good. Going in for a second coat. I want that drama. I'm gonna do the bottoms a little bit later. So I'm gonna keep this video moving. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here, put on a pair of Lash, and I'll be back. All right, y'all, and I'm back. Lashes are on, lips are done. Brown lip liner, Ashton from Anastasia, and then a clear gloss from Patrick Ta. I don't even know where I put it, but it's the She's Expensive gloss from Patrick Ta on top because it's high shine, super shimmery, my jam. I'm going to take a little bit more of that Grande lip plumper just to plump the lips a little bit more. And boom, we are set and ready to go for the rest of the day. I hope you guys enjoy this makeup tutorial. Shout out to you, Grande Lash, for partnering with me this video, sending me out products to be able to try them out for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did so, make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe if you made it this far. And without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and hop off of here, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Bye.
I like me. That can only mean one thing. Ever since I left the city.